Hey, how's it going? It's Jimmy. So what I've done here is you can see my timeline where I've got all of my clips lined up here. We can see them nice and cool. Some of them work and some of them definitely don't work. So what I'm doing now is I'm going through each one and I've literally just got open Notepad and I'm going to be writing notes about what I think works and what I think the shots are missing and where I think I need changes. Okay, so you can see here I've got all of my notes for what I want to do for the changes, and now I've got those. I'm going to get all the images, all these ones I put in bold, relate to a different image. I've got to make those first. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. Right, we're back in Invideo and we've got new assets to work with. So what I did before is I went through all the footage, long listed the notes, and then I've worked with Fable 5 to develop a new shot build sheet. So this is like a second pass. Let's have a quick look at that. So what we got here is the revisions. What we're going to do, these are the new videos we're going to run through. So we've got a new fixed rule where we've made sure there's going to be no people in every shot. And we're listing the new assets I've developed for this second pass. This just kind of fills in the blanks because sometimes we're missing things. And these are mainly created through taking grabs from the stuff we'd already made or doing like fine-tune edits in Nano Banana Pro 2 or with traditional Photoshop, just using Firefly to kind of fill in those blanks. So we got here, you can see I'm telling it what's changed. It's got a new master prompt and it's just all the different shots we're going to redo. So we've got that, and the second thing we've got is the updated images. So you can see here these are just some of the new shots we're going to be using within that. So you can see with the calendar, I've made it so that you've got the X is going to be about right, and then we've populated that scene. Then we've got proper characters on the left and right, and we've closed Six's mouth. We've taken out that erroneous hand that was on 7 earlier. We've taken a shot of this we're going to use in like a later prompt. We've tidied up some of the police shots. So if you remember back from the original stuff, there was a car on the right hand side. We managed to take away that, but we've kept some of the nice touches like the A67 road. We've redone some of the end shot, and we've got some of the GT shots where we put them in situ at the end. This helps with some of the framing and some of the blocking at the end. Okay, so what we got here is our full build lock, and we've got our style guide. And what I got here is a nice little prompt. So attached 2 documents, plus a complete asset library for this pass, 24 images and 8 voice WAV files. What I've done again is I'm going to re-uploading some of the files we had before, but also adding all the new assets, all those different rules we've added. So now what we've got here is just a breakdown of what we've got in there, what we're updating. I've also added one step where it just confirms it's got everything, and then once it's got that, then I'll just set it automated and it'll just go through it. So let's see how it gets on. Let's do a quick checklist. 14 clear, 1 flag. Let's have a look. 1 blocker. You mentioned 8 voices, but only 7 came through. The hidden figure isn't in the attachments. Let's have a look. So we've got... Okay, let's see what it does with that. I'm trying to review it all. I was trying to be a bit more directorial with my notes. So for example, I would say things like it needs a few more fixed cameras, it needs a bit more camera movement in specific things, or I need a specific top-down shot of one character. So when you do a second pass, you've got a chance to fill those blanks, because what you don't want to get is exactly the same thing as you got before. You want to have 2 options, so when you're playing with them in the edit, you've got some wriggle room to really get something different going in the shot. And it's only sometimes when you're in the edit you realise what the rhythm of that actually looks like. It's Reddit, 4, 5, 6A, 8, 9, 10, 10A. Great, here we go. Okay, so we're back. We've got all our generations lined up. You can see it's been super busy, and we can see all of our films are starting to run through. So let's have a look. So before we had the problem that we'd have the characters coming in the wrong space, let's see how it's managed it. Boom! Done. That's the shot. 6-7 movie. So do you remember in this one when we had things that were people or the not right characters? So not sure about that start, but that could work. That could work. Nice. Let's have a look at this new start image. Great, perfect. Excellent. Almost.
Hey 6, C67.
Woo! 6, 7, 6, 7. BR 6, 7, 6, 7. BB.
Okay, maybe there's some cuts we can do with that. This shot looks great. Look at this. I think maybe we could do some stuff at the top. So we can use this because they're walking backwards, but otherwise, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Sometimes you can reverse the speed of a video and maybe use some clips that way. Wow, got a great teacher shot there.
I'm gonna sit over here.
Goes over. Brilliant. There's some good stuff in there. Not sure about the sit down. Let's have a look at this shot. So we could use it from there.
You think you've got it bad? Try being a number 2.
Brilliant. Excellent. We could use that within the cut. This one, do you remember we had the extra hand? What's interesting about this shot is that, so obviously she's walking backwards and he's hiding behind there. So they're both kind of good in their own way. But what I will do is I will, in the edit, I will take the left hand side of the frame and I'll run that normal speed, and I'll take the right hand side of the frame as an overlay, and then I'll run that backwards, have that running forward, and then you won't even know the difference. Really pleased with these. I'm really excited to get these in the edit and have a look. I'm really starting to get to the nitty gritty of it. Excellent work in Invideo One. It had a few questions about some audio, but otherwise did everything we needed. Absolutely perfect. Great job. Hey, how's it going? So what I've got here, I've got all my clips downloaded and I've put them in the timeline in their right place. And here's a lovely little tip which you can do. So here, so if you right click here, and you go to Scene Edit Detection. Click on that, apply a cut each detected cut point, analyze, and what it'll do is it'll chop up all your clips so you've got a single shot in each clip, and it makes it really easy to kind of be able to clean things up.